Please.
Yeah, Tom Lord.
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
And where are you from?
I'm from Chidham.
Tell us about being an Olympic hopeful.
Okay, well, it's a very exciting time. We're now getting to the business end of our 4-year preparation and cycle since Beijing. So it's getting exciting and the pressure's starting to build up. We've got half a season. The Olympics for us falls halfway through our regular season, so we've got half a season remaining to make sure that we're the team that qualify for the spot to represent Great Britain. So yeah, from January we're going to be training full time and making sure that we do all that we can to prepare and get the results that we need to. So.
And when will you hear if you've been selected?
For us, it's not actually going to be until June, so the competition's almost right up to the games count for Olympic qualification. So the announcement's not going to be made, I think, until 3 weeks before the opening ceremony. So right up to the mark.
What does your training involve?
A variety. It depends on what phase we're in. So the closer we get to competition, the more competitive type training that we do and the less focus there is on the physical side of it. At the moment, because we're still quite a way away from that, we spend a lot of time in the gym. We do that probably 5 or 6 days a week. We're in the gym, and that's a combination of weight training and then also cardiovascular training. And then we also do a lot of work on the sand. Obviously, that the important thing is to be very good at moving on the sand and transferring all of the power that you work on in the gym onto that unstable surface. So we try and get out onto the sand and do a lot of physical work on the sand, as well as training the skills and the technical side of sport as well.
How old were you when you took up volleyball?
I was quite a late comer to volleyball, although I was at the high school, Chichester High School for boys, and about halfway through my time there, one of our PE teachers had just come back from a year in Australia where he'd tried beach volleyball and loved it, so he decided that he was going to teach us in PE. So that was my first exposure to volleyball, and me and a group of friends decided that we quite liked it. It was quite good fun. So we got a club together and played a little bit, but it wasn't until university. I studied at the University of Manchester, and up there, because of the number of foreign students that come across from Europe, volleyball's quite a big sport. It's a very, very big sport in Europe, so it was a very good level of volleyball there. So that was where I learned the trade as such.
How would you encourage other young people to take up volleyball?
Well, the first thing is just to try it. It's quite an easy sport to set up and get going with. You just need a net and a ball and a group of mates, and everyone's got all of that, so it's very easy to try. There's lots of junior development going on around the country, particularly since the Olympics was announced, so the sport is really, really growing, and there's lots of initiatives in schools as well as in local clubs that mean that it's getting easier to get involved in the sport. But
who is your sporting inspiration?
Sporting inspiration? Well, we're lucky enough to still play beach volleyball with some of the legends of the game. They're still at the end of their career. I think London is going to be their last Olympics. So to be around them and to see how they train, how they play, and to watch them and to be a part of the same competitions is very inspiring. So we do, as the kind of the up and coming and the younger generation, we look up to those guys and we try and emulate what they're doing and the dedication that they have and try and reach the same level. So.
And what do you love about the Chichester district?
The Chichester district, I think it's a very beautiful place to live. Chichester's a beautiful city, so spending any time in the area is always very nice. I think that there's a great community spirit. Every time I'm, for example, coming here to the Westgate Leisure Centre, you really get a feel for the community spirit here. All of the staff seem to know everybody that's in the gym. And I mean, I've been here since obviously I was at Chichester High School for boys, so I've been here for a few years and I've always been involved in sport. And there seems to be so much going on, and everybody knows what's happening and all the different clubs and sports, and there's a very good sporting community as well, I would say.
Great.